Hello. So welcome back to the video. In the previous video we learned about static routing. In this video we are going to take on hands-on example of one of the networks over here and then configure static routing over here. So we have taken two routers, two PCs connected in like three different networks. So PC1, PC0 is in network 192.168.0.0/24. The two routers are being connected in 10.10.0/30 network, and then PC1 is being connected into 198.168.100.0/24. So let's configure static routing so that PC0 is able to ping PC1 and then vice versa over here. So let's configure IP address over here. So let's take PC0 over here. PC0 IP configurations. So the IP for this network will be 192.168.0.1. Subnet will be /24. So 255.255.0, and then default gateway will be of the router. So the IP will be 192.168.0.2 over here, which will be the interface ID of G000. Okay, so our PC is being configured. So let's take router 1 over here, and then let's go the thumb rule will be go to the global config mode, change the host name to router 1, sorry, no space required, so router 1. So go to the interface G000 and then put in the IP address 192.168.0.2/24. so 255.255.255.0. so and then do no shutdown, and then okay. So let's take, so G000 is being configured with 192.168.0.2. so let's configure interface G001, sorry, I forgot interface. Okay, IP address 10 dot, so in this network it will get a IP of 10.10.1 over here, and then /30 over here. So 10.10.10.1 and then 30 255.255.255.252. okay, no shutdown. So let's verify show IP interface brief. Do show IP interface brief. So successfully at 0 O/O/1 is like 10.10.1, and then at G000 is like 10.0.2. okay, now at first let's just configure all the IP addresses, and we'll look at the static routing in a minute. So just go interface G001 IP address. It will be over here will be like .2. so 10.10.10.2/30 255.255.255.252, and then no shut. okay, go exit, go to interface G00 of the router, interface G00 IP address will be like, since it's connected to 192.168.100.0 network, so the IP for this will be .2. so 192.168.100.2 /24 255.255.255 my bad .0, and then no shutdown, no shut, and then let's verify do show IP interface brief. So yeah, on G000 oh, at G00 it should be .2, and then for G001 should be 10.10.2. yeah, perfect. So let's go to PC1, put in the IP address, IP configuration. So it 192.168.100.1, and then subnet will be /24, and default gateway will be 192.168.100.2, which will be the interface of router 2 G000. Okay, so now when PC0 pings to the PC1 over here, the router for now has no idea how to route over in the 192.168.100.0. so let's check the IP table over here. So show IP route. So it has for now idea about 10.10.10.0 network over here, and then it has only idea about 192.168.0.0 over here. So it has only idea about this two network, but it doesn't has idea about this network over here. So we need to configure static route over here. So configure terminal, go to config mode. The IP, the command for the static route will be IP route 192.168 dot which network we are trying to reach, the 100.0. so 100.0 slash 24 255.255.255.0, and then the next hop will be the IP address of G001 of router 2. So what's the IP? 10.10.10.2. okay, and then go exit and then just see show IP route. So as you can see, a static route has been configured. If any packet comes for any IP in this network, it should route through 10.10.2. Similarly, if PC1 tries to ping PC0, it has no idea how to reach into this network over here. So let's check the IP route to do show IP route. So as you can see, it's being connected to the network over here 10.10.10, and then it has idea about 10.100.0, but it has no idea about 192.168.0.0/24. so we need to configure IP route over there. So do IP route. So to reach this network over here 192.168.0.0 and then /24 255.255.255.0, the next hop will be the IP of G001 of router 1. So what's the IP? 10.10.10.1 over here, and then let's check the IP table, routing table, do show IP route. So as you can see, a static route has been configured to reach the network of 192.168.0.0, and then if any packet comes for this network, the router will just hop the packet to the next hop, which is on the IP interface of G00 of router 1. Now let's just check pinging the network over here. So I'll go to PC0 and then command prompt and then ping 192.168.100.1, which is the IP address of PC1, and let's check pinging. The first request failed. Let's see, second request failed, third and fourth. So why the request failed? The ARP process was taking place. Let's just check in the simulation mode too. I'll go to simulation and then I'll ping the packet again. So let's just check. Packet goes to router 1, it goes to router 2. So when I click on router 2 over here, oh my bad. So you can see over here the IP source is 192.168, it's destined for 100.2, and the next hop you can see over here, the next hop will be 10. Let's see one more packet further. So it's being routed to 10.10.2 over here, and then reached successfully over here, and then it's going back given the round trip, and then yeah. So that's how the static routing is over here. I hope you understand this example very clear. So that's all for this video, and in next videos we'll see about more concept like dynamic routing and all. So thank you.